Man, the myth, the legend, Budda Baker has come out and actually said who he wants the Arizona Cardinals to pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. Also got CJ Stroud's input on how he feels about Marvin Harrison Jr. and what the Arizona Cardinals should do at the 4th overall pick. And did I just get cooked by Budda Baker? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. All on this channel, we cover everything Arizona Cardinal news, rumors, conversational pieces, breaking news, everything like that. So if you love the Arizona Cardinals, definitely subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. Alright, but let's go and dive right into it. Let's talk about what the most recent comments of Budda Baker has come out here yesterday. He ended up putting a tweet and it says this: Rome equals wide receiver 1, go Dogs. That is all. And of course, because of where the Arizona Cardinals are picking with the 4th overall pick, there was a lot of Cardinals fans that kind of rushed into the comments and said things like Marvin Harrison Jr. is wide receiver 1, right? Basically kind of implying from us saying that that is the wide receiver that the Cardinals should get, right? And of course, myself, I kind of got included in that whole situation. And I don't think that is where Budda Baker was coming from. I don't think he was saying that he's wide receiver 1 in the entirety of the draft. What it all comes down to is I believe he's actually just backing up his team at the end of the day. Now, of course, being myself, I ended up kind of coming in here and trying to dig a little bit more, and I ended up asking, hey, like, is this your wide receiver 1, like, for you, Budda Baker? And he actually ended up responding to me directly, and he ended up saying this to me specifically. He says, yo, AZ sports fan, do you know I went to Washington? I stand by my dogs. Duh. So, yeah, you know, it just kind of re-emphasizes the fact that Budda Baker is backing a guy that went to his former college, right? So at the end of the day, I'm not mad at it. I don't think he's saying that the Arizona Cardinals should draft, you know, Odunze. And even if he is, cool. You know, that's completely fine. I love the opinions of all these players kind of coming in here and chiming in. That's absolutely amazing. Great culture, right? I love the idea that they're involved, or at least trying to be involved. But also, I don't think he's saying, you know, the fact that Odunze is the only wide receiver 1, right? I don't think he's saying that as well. So he ended up actually coming out here and putting a tweet out early this morning here, right, on Tuesday morning, and he ended up saying this: Bugatti Marv equals wide receiver 1. Wake up, haters. That's all, right? So obviously, I think he got a lot of flack with that tweet he ended up putting out there. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said earlier, he's just backing a guy that is that went to his former school. So I ain't mad at it. Now, we ended up getting CJ Stroud kind of chiming in on the idea as well with the, you know, what are his thoughts on Marvin Harrison Jr. In terms of when he played with them, and this is exactly what he said.
Marv, put on the tape. He's done it from really his freshman year, his true freshman year, to now. When you talk about, I think I read something like he's NFL ready, but other guys have more potential. That makes no sense. Like, what? Like, if you're NFL ready, how is that not potential? You know, like, you want longevity, you want somebody who's been doing it, you know, and for him, that's what he sleeps, eats, and he breathes. You know, he's a worldly talent, but also his work ethic and, you know, how he gravitates like that room. I challenged him that last year when Jackson went down. He had to take over as leader, and he did that. You know, and he's not really vocal, but he became vocal, and you can see his personality started to come out as he started to play more. And, you know, for me, I mean, I think I would love to play with him again. I know I probably won't get that opportunity for a while. But, you know, I'm super, super proud of him. And, man, who's up there, man, be smart. Don't be dumb. Don't think too hard.
Now, obviously, the biggest quote that CJ Stroud ended up saying that sticks out to me is that when he says, whoever is up there, be smart. Don't be dumb, right? So basically implying that you probably got to go out with the most ready wide receiver, and that should be your pick, especially if you're picking it at 4, right? So, you know, it's cool to kind of see, you know, other people's perspectives, and other players' perspectives, especially of players that actually played with them. Now, the funny thing is that we ended up getting Paris Johnson Jr. Actually chiming in with the original tweet from Budda Baker as well, and he says this: that's a funny way to spell Marvin's name. Laugh out loud, go Bucks, right? So basically, it's kind of just re-implying that it's just kind of a banter between, you know, guys that are kind of backing their former college teams. So I'm not mad at it at the end of the day. I think it's actually really, really cool to have players that are involved, or at least trying to be involved with the culture. And I've said this multiple times, I really do like Odunze. Like, I really, really do like Odunze. Now, I actually kind of pitched an idea out there when I was kind of messing around with some mock drafts on my other channel, the Big Red Pod. I ended up kind of pitching an idea with the idea of the Cardinals maybe trading back to 6 with with the Giants, and for the Giants to get JJ McCarthy, and I think we get like a second round pick back, but the Cardinals still get Rome Odunze over Malik Neighbors. Now, I don't think the Cardinals hate Malik Neighbors. I think they really do have some intrigue with him, but I feel like if you're looking at the prototypical type of wide receiver the Cardinals are looking for and their personalities, it probably is going to fit more of a Rome Odunze, a Marvin Harrison Jr. compared to a Malik Neighbors. Now, I get it. Malik Neighbors is a rack god, right? A lot of people kind of love to say that, like he's the best route runner, and I'm not disagreeing with that, but I feel like the Cardinals are probably going to go after a guy that's very similar to a Larry Fitzgerald. And of course, whenever you kind of label somebody as a Larry Fitzgerald 2.0, and Marvin Harrison Jr. and Rome Odunze both got kind of compared or put that nickname on themselves as well, you know, it gives a lot of Cardinals fans excitement, right? Because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the next Larry Fitzgerald. We're looking for that next classy wide receiver there that doesn't really talk very much, but actually produces on the field. That's exactly what we're looking for. And when you're looking at both these prospects, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Rome Odunze, you really can't go wrong. When we're talking about Marvin Harrison Jr., we're talking about a guy that's versatile, also has great body control, has great hands, has elite footwork as well, and he's probably labeled as the most ready wide receiver coming into the NFL that we've seen in quite some time. So you really can't go wrong with the Marvin Harrison Jr. There's really no knock on either wide receivers if the Cardinals do decide. I just don't think the Cardinals are going to get Rome Odunze at 4 and leave Marvin Harrison Jr. there, because if that is the case, you probably want to trade back to maybe 6 and maybe try to accumulate more picks. When you're looking at Rome Odunze, you're kind of looking at a very similar prospect, right? Another big body wide receiver, over 6'3", had over 1,400 yards, had over 10 plus touchdowns this last year. And seems like a really, really good locker room type of guy, has excellent hands, good vertical ability, versatile route runner, and very reliable blocker as well. If you need to have him block, he can definitely go ahead and do that as well. So we're talking about two different prospects that are very, very intriguing when it comes down to should you go after Rome Odunze or should you go after Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't think you could lose either way. Budda Baker, thanks for cooking me. I really do appreciate it, but I'm not mad at it. I love it. I love the idea of our Cardinals players being involved and kind of, you know, bantering back and forth. It's absolutely amazing, and it makes this offseason a lot better, right? It makes this offseason a lot better. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know here what your thoughts are on the Arizona Cardinals potentially getting Rome Odunze over, you know, Marvin Harrison Jr., or are you still on the train of Marvin Harrison Jr. needs to be the pick at 4? Let me know here in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day. Go Cards.